Hello, I'm Niels Christiansen, the Managing Partner of DR Solicitors. What I'd like to talk to you about today is primary care networks and how we see them fitting into the organisation of the NHS in England. Primary care networks are a new concept and they are effectively working at scale, providers working at scale. Working at scale isn't new, and indeed we've had for many years super partnerships and GP federations and other kinds of organisations and indeed networks like like Primary Care Home. What is different about primary care networks? Primary care networks are different for two reasons. Firstly, because they're embedded in the contractual arrangement with NHS England. The new GP contract is a 5-year contract which provides funding to the new primary care networks. The fact that it's 5 years is really important. Historically, it's only been 1 year, and therefore what was created 1 year could easily be changed the next. Creating a 5-year contract provides continuity and makes it very hard for the structures to change. Secondly, it's because it's a new geographical layer in the way that the NHS works. What do I mean by that? I'll show you here. So if you look at this slide, on the right you will see a GP practice area. This particular one is in Dorset, around Swanage. Historically, the NHS is built around areas like this. You'll see on the left-hand side commissioners. You've got CCGs and NHS regions. The way CCGs work is they're a roll-up of all of the GP practices in their geography, and then NHS regions are a roll-up of the CCGs. Now the commissioner side changes all of the time because it's a largely political structure, and indeed within the next few years we may well see that the boundaries of the CCGs change or they become something completely different again. What doesn't change is on the provider side. The GP practice areas haven't changed for many years other than tinkering slightly at the edges. What primary care networks do is they create a larger area on the provider side. Where you have neighbourhoods which are GP practices, you have communities of 30 to 50,000 patients which are primary care networks. And these primary care networks will become building blocks of the rest of the NHS. What we see and what the NHS long-term plan sets out to achieve is that the primary care networks will become the building blocks of the NHS and indeed health and care going forward. So the whole idea is to link health and care in these communities of 30 to 50,000 patients, which are the primary care networks, and all of the political organisations then build on top of that. So that's such a fundamental shift to the way that health and care is provided in England that it will become a very strategic part of what goes on. So for us, getting it right now will lead to major changes and impact on many other of the other provider organisations in the health and care environment. The key is to set yourselves up as a PCN in a flexible way which enables you to adapt over the next coming 3 to 5 years as you bring other members on board to integrate the health and care services around the size of the PCN, the 30 to 50,000 patients. At the heart of that is your PCN agreement, and that's something we can help you with. We look forward to speaking with you.